My name is Roger Conn, and I'm here on behalf of New Life International, and I am a Carmel Rotarian. Haiti had a devastating earthquake back in 2010, and I wanted to do something after the earthquake, and I was introduced to New Life International by a Methodist minister in Carmel, and my relationship with New Life International grew from there. In a year following the earthquake in Haiti, I went to Capation, and I helped to install a half a dozen water purification systems there, and I've continued to work with New Life International up until the current situation in Nepal. These water purifiers are extremely simple to operate and use, and the total cost is about $2,600, and that includes the purifier itself, a 500-gallon water tank, and a truck battery to operate the thing in case that there's no electricity. At the time of the second quake, we were in the foothills of the mountain region surrounding the Kathmandu Valley. We were overlooking Kathmandu in a village that had been devastated by the first earthquake. We were instructing the villagers how to operate the water purifier. We had just finished building the water purifier with them, and we were preparing to install it on the water tank when the earthquake struck. We were all lucky. We were able to get out of the church that we were in, and we stood out away from the buildings, and we were able to watch the devastation hit Kathmandu with the second earthquake. As soon as we got back into Kathmandu and realized that another 115 buildings had fallen and another 85 people died in Kathmandu, we decided that our team would not separate again. We had separated on that day so that one team could go into the village and teach, and the other team could purchase supplies and exchange money. With the advent of the second earthquake, we knew that there would be more aftershocks to follow, and we wanted to make sure that our team members were all safe, and we would continue our efforts in installing water purifiers. The people were unlike anything that I saw in the aftermath of Haiti. They did not wait for the government to come in. They did not wait for our assistance from the United States or Britain or Russia, Germany, anyone. They immediately started the rebuild process themselves. They knew that in a matter of weeks, the monsoon season was going to hit. That would cause mudslides and more devastation to what they've already had. They knew that they had to prepare for the monsoons. They needed to get their crops in, and we watched the village people start to dismantle the buildings that were damaged and start to rebuild almost immediately following the second earthquake. Right now, we have over 50 water purifiers installed. When I left, we had 7 installed. Now there's over 50. When I spoke with the man that invented the water purifier 2 weeks ago, he told me that after he was there with team number 3, he said that there was a call for at least 1,000 water purifiers in the Kathmandu Valley itself. That does not include anything outside of the valley and into the mountain regions. When I left 3 weeks ago, there was very little transportation into the mountain regions because the roads had been completely destroyed. We know that the villages were devastated outside of the Kathmandu Valley, and we were only able to get maybe 10, 15 miles out of Kathmandu itself. My guess is that after the rescue teams are able to get into the mountain regions between Kathmandu and Mount Everest, they will find many, many more villages that have been devastated and loss of life. And so I'm going to guess that this will be a mission that will go on for at least a decade and take several thousand water purifiers. What we saw, because of the two earthquakes happening so close together, the people were afraid to go back into the buildings that were still standing. They were afraid that they were going to collapse. Many of the buildings that are still standing have been structurally damaged. They're probably not habitable. We saw a lot of tent cities popping up, and in the tent cities, the people of Nepal did not have access to portable toilets and things. So people were, they were using, the backside of their tents. They were going to the bathroom on the ground. This causes a tremendous concern to the people of Nepal and to the people that are there during the rescue and the missions that are following. Several of the tent cities that I visited were putting up tarpaulin water holding tanks. And that's just exactly what it sounds like. They would put sandbags up, put a tarpaulin down, bring water in, dump it in, and the people in the tent city would use the water, and it wasn't clean water. And so we're trying to find locations where there's an adequate source of water, and then we treat the water with the purifier, and the purifier that we're using can purify up to 500 gallons in about an hour. If it's extremely dirty water, the most that I saw, it was taking about 2 hours when we were purifying water that was coming out of a well. But most of the places we were able to purify 500 gallons in about an hour. The people that are here, the people that will either see this interview or read the interview that we did earlier, those are the people that I consider are the true heroes, because there are a few of us that know how to install these and that are able to go to the locations and work with groups like New Life International. Anyone that would like to, I'm sure that New Life would welcome them, but the people that would like to help, make a donation, a monetary donation, anything, $5, $100, an entire system, like I said, can be purchased and installed for about $2,600, and it's extremely easy. If they have a computer, they can go online to www.waterfortheworld.com, and they can make a donation there. And it would just help us to be able to continue to go over there. There's another team that's getting ready to take water purifiers over now. We trained a half a dozen young Nepali men how to evaluate the sites where the water is needed, and how to train the people in the villages to operate the system. And those 6 Nepali men are just doing a fabulous job right now.